Greetings one and all. How's everybody doing? It is Friday. It is May 29th. I'm out here. Finally have a weekend of some good old dirt time. But I'm going to show you something kind of sad and unfortunate. This is where my shelter was sitting. Right here. I don't know who or why or when. Well, it was up last Saturday. So between Saturday and today, some peckerhead, pardon my language, ripped the shelter apart. But the thing is, they didn't even burn the wood. They literally just chucked all the wood. They literally threw everything into the woods. I don't know why. Did you think the campsite wasn't? I mean, those are the two ridge poles that I batoned through. There's a piece there that was holding up the other end. I think the other one is right over here. And then there's the ridge pole. And where the underside boughs are all just spread out all over the place. I mean, they're over here too. That doesn't make a lick of sense. Hell, even the firewood that I threw inside the shelter, they just threw into the woods. I do not understand why anyone would do that. It's not like the shelter was taking up a lot of space. There's one right over there. Huh. Kinda stupid of them. It's not like the shelter was an eyesore. Well, whatever. I'll just build another one like I planned on anyway. But damn, that was really dumb. On the plus side, honestly I was planning on just burning the shelter up, and I was just gonna cut up all the wood and use it for fuel tonight. So that was my whole plan. I was just gonna burn it all up because I was gonna make another one some other time. So I'm gonna put my tent right here instead. It's a nice flat spot, and now I have all these needles to work with. So yeah, good times. I'm gonna fix the fire ring because no one's been here. I don't think anyone's been here since Saturday. So I'm gonna fix the fire, reorganize the rocks, get my fire going. Probably not going to do much after that because it's already like 6 p.m. I had to work today, so I got here late. Just going to do the fire. I had burger on the way up here, so I'm full, so I don't need to worry about dinner. I got some snacks if I get hungry later, but I'm really just going to relax tonight. Get my shelter over here. And tomorrow I got some videos planned. My friends are coming up. I didn't invite everybody, I just invited them because I hadn't really been seeing them very much. And you know, it's good to have friend time as well as video maker time. So let me get my tent going, get my camp set up. Just gonna relax tonight, do nothing, get my fire. I gotta fix the fire pit, but other than that I'm just gonna chill and take it easy. That's pretty much the goal. Alright, let me go get my tent. I'm gonna clean up the spot here. I guess I can show you a little bit of that real fast. Just want to make sure it's level. All these little needles will make a nice bed. With all these smalls already on the ground here. I really don't have to do much for the fire making. Of course, I have some cedar bark and tinder with me, so it fires. I mean, I can get my fire going with just this here. So, easy life. I do want to make sure. Rocks are kicked out. Yeah, it should be a good time this weekend. Should be a real good time. Pull that out later. Of course, I left all my blades are in the car, but I got my multi-tool here, so. That. Alright. Secure the first part. Shelter. Of course, as I mentioned in my tent video, that I always cut my own ground sheets. I actually got this idea from Nut and Fancy from his videos. I just bought a $7 tarp or $6 tarp. It was a cheap, like 9x10 or 8x10, I think. Yeah, 9x10. Yeah, 8x10. I just took I just brought a Sharpie with me on a car trip. Traced around the tent, slightly inner. You know, I didn't go straight up and down. I went slightly in, and then cut around the fly and the body. So when the tent sits on top, it won't be hanging out because water could hit it and run underneath. There's no chance of rain this weekend though, so still I like keeping the bottom of the tent good and clean. Alrighty, I have Hotel Kelty set for the night. I've been using this tent solidly for quite a while now. So when I do a car trip, I always bring 2 pads with me. So one of them is my Thermarest. I know I showed this on video before. And it's a self-inflating pad. I will actually manually blow it up a little bit to help it out. And I always bring a closed cell foam pad. Because the idea, I have a car, so weight is not a factor. I could have brought anything I wanted. Give you a little backing shot. And basically, this will take the brunt of the ground. Again, car, weight not a factor. Bring in some things. I kind of wish this thing had something to lock that back. Would be really nice. And the sleeping pads, which I will just help out. Few breaths, just to get it set. I think my head is going to go this way. I'm not too worried about where I initially put things until I go to sleep. You know, I'll do the final adjustment. I'll go get my sleeping bag now. Alright, so this is my Coleman sleeping bag. I've showed this in other videos already, but I don't even know what the rating on this thing is. It's a summer bag, basically. That's how I look at it. It's too big and bulky to carry, which is why I have the mummy bag. And it's 7 pounds. So it's a hefty bag. And I have 2 of these, and the reason I have 2, because when I first started camping, I weighed about 420 pounds. So I lost a lot of weight. I'm still fat. I still like a lot of tasty foods, and I just don't have the time to go exercise, nor the drive. I have slimmed down thanks to hiking, trying to cut back on what I eat, even though I still like the same bad stuff. I just try to eat less of it. But I used to zip 2 of these together, and I had a 4-person tent, like a $25 like cheapy ass tent, and so I zipped these 2 together, and that's how I rocked. Now I don't have to zip them together. I can just zip the one, and I can just zip right into it. Very comfortable. Cloth inside, cloth outside. It's a really a good night's sleep. And I have a spare, so when somebody says, "Oh, I don't have a sleeping bag," it's like, done. I'll loan you mine. Mosquitoes coming out. And yeah, good times. So this will be tonight's sleep. I did a sleep report on this when I was in Oregon. I always sleep good in it. It doesn't cost a lot to have them dry cleaned. Worth a few bucks, Which I'll go into what I do probably in a later video, or I've got something else kind of planned. So that's tonight. So now I'm actually gonna do a separate video on something else I'm gonna try this weekend for the first time. So I think this will probably be part 1. So thanks for watching. Appreciate your views. Appreciate your comments. I look forward to reading them. Catch you in the next one.